At times, in the pentagram rite, it was as if I disappeared. With the first set of vibrations, it was 13 stripes of black before me. With the second, there was green pricklies from the ceiling. With the third, the presence was behind me. With the fourth, the presence and increasing darkness was to the north. With the fifth, I felt weightless. With the sixth, seventh, and eighth, it felt like there was a gentle moving upon the ground. And the final scrying, a counterclockwise whirl went round. The candle forests of Notre Dame is where the tip of the bookmark is placed in its factory setting. 197, 196 is where the rest of the bookmark is placed. So the end of the poem. From the Miami trial notebooks, I forget what the actual incident was. Obviously trying to make the whole thing poetic was what the notes were doing. Observations, free associations. When does art become obscenity? When does sex become wrong? Obviously, one would say that when it comes to what was being expressed, Jim Morrison very well could have been labeled insane and put away for that. Media exposure can be a good thing. It might not be. It may bring about what would have otherwise been left alone, are dismissed. At what sense, or in what context, might a alternative lifestyle become okay? Are private behaviors anyone's business? Or if they're talked about, isn't it the business of those who witness it? And at what sense are they allowed to respond? Some might excuse things because people were drunk or intoxicated. But in reality, that's like just adding to things, right? Something in our childhood brings us to this moment. Pirates, to some, were knights with a K. To others, they were outcasts. The pirate's den addresses different terrain, like different meaning. In such situations, you might want to escape to memories of the outside. Regardless, there's a want for whatever's the perfect life. Perhaps a perfecting of being might be in order. In a way, the artist is their own media, which is why I would say that anybody who's not doing actual business, who's not doing something for their soul, should just stay off of social media. But then again, don't give in to the mainstream media, whatever it tries to sell you either. Paris Journal, the opening bit reminds you of the hypocrisy of a parent who dates, who expresses disapproval for really no good reason, or maybe only the reason for what they themselves do. The Candle Forest of Notre Dame. Well, because of its sanctity and cultural value, it hadn't undergone what most places like that would have undergone. And now abandoned churches, or even churches, is like, so they open up on Sunday and leave the place alone usually the rest of the week. There's no excuse to. Some people put on barriers as the time goes on. I say we should return to our nature. It doesn't mean you have to be a nudist. It just means you have to be, direct about who you are. Foreign cultures can draw you in. They could draw you in through drugs and other vice, or they could draw you in through their spiritual ways. You could get along with individuals, or things could turn very sour. In some sense, you may want a witness that the darkness can decrease. One thing about this book is you can look at it in the terms of handwriting analysis and uncover some things about that. Particularly, you notice some things occurring with different words in different contexts. Notebook and journal poems. Mosaics. Well, not all art starts out as art. It just starts as a collection. Nature can be told, but then again, nature may find out what's going on with us by its witnessing of us. Jamaica. The place is talked about like some sort of jungle, druid, modern mix of what could be contentment. A Negro dance. Well, when it comes to dance, there is that aspect of it might be forbidden in some way or another. It may be to alter your state. There are secret ones in control. There's people who they are in particular places, and how advertisements connect to something deeper. Progress disappears. People who interest us may be in danger. Maybe we should take the risk. We are left in the impact of experience after others have fulfilled roles which they didn't know they were fulfilling.